What's up, guys? Hello, and welcome to the channel. Today we will go over a starting civilization guide for Rise of Kingdoms, so you can best play your playthrough based on your playstyle and financial output. Free-to-play infantry mains. China is the best option for free-to-play starting civilization. The building buff is very strong early game when we are rushing our city hall. Even spenders will choose China for this very reason. The action point recovery is very helpful as well. The more barbarians you can defeat, the more speed-ups you can get. You will also gain access to Sun Tzu, the best starting commander in the game. Getting him expertised early will help your combat abilities drastically. Another option is France. Though there is more value mid to late game here, the healing and gathering boosts help a ton early game as well. Wood is an important resource early on, and the health bonus helps the infantry tank build. Very good special unit. Joan is a good gathering and support commander. She has great usage in Sunset Canyon, Expedition, and open field support. She is one of the more versatile early game commanders and an overall solid choice to invest in. Vikings is the civilization you pick if you are free to play but want to fight like a spender. They are heavy hitters with an attack focus on both civ and special unit bonuses. Bjorn Ironside is a very good free-to-play commander who buffs skill damage. This allows a pair of him and Sun Tzu to do great damage in open field fighting. Bjorn is also a conquering commander, which is useful for city swarms for infantry mains early game if needed. You will see many players switch to Vikings closer to KVK. Greece is a very niche choice. Experienced players may choose this for the rally attack buff and the stone gathering, which is helpful. Greece is not ideal for a first-time player, with options like China still available. Late game, any infantry rally mains may consider a switch to Greece. Pericles is decent, but underwhelming. There is some value in his garrison abilities, but not much past that. The increased health is nice for tank infantry builds. Rome is not a civilization I would recommend starting with as free-to-play. While the march speed bonus is nice, it becomes null when you've unlocked more technologies. Food gathering is all right, but food is the easiest resource in the game to gather. Scipio used to be great, but over the years has plateaued off the top starting commanders. There is very few situations he has value in. Moving on to cavalry, this is where most low to mid spenders will look. Arabia is a strong choice, with attack buffs for both rally leads and PvE. The special unit is strong, and likely will be the first you see the whales in your kingdom use to fight. Since cavalry already does the most damage early game, the buffs go a long way. Baibars is a great starting commander, who does AoE skill damage and has a conquering aspect. He has great pairing options and a lot of longevity early game for fighting. Germany is arguably the best well-rounded cavalry civilization. The buffs to troop training speed are great, attack buffs are always good, and action point recovery is great as well. The special unit is strong and is a common selection for mid to late game players. Hermann is kind of like Scipio in the sense that he used to be much better than he is now. He is an archer commander, so cavalry mains won't find much use in him. He does offer garrison, which has some value if you are free to play or low spender. Byzantium is another good option for cavalry. The hospital capacity and health buffs are very useful for saving on hospital bills, which can get scarily expensive. Stone gathering is one of the best gathering buffs in the game, so that's a nice addition. Belisarius is a fun commander to have early game. He is very fast and great for smaller hit-and-run style skirmishes. He has peacekeeping, which is common with cavalry commanders and very useful. He works well with many other early game cav commanders. Spain is one of two civilizations I would never recommend for anyone. The reason being, only 2 of the buffs are useful, while most others have 3 useful buffs. general resource accumulation is terrible. You will never ever rely on the resources you grow or farm within your city. Defense and XP are good, but having 2 out of 3 be useful hurts a lot. Pelagius is mid, with many commanders doing his role better. Moving on to archer mains. This is now high spender territory. Early game is very hard to build a strong free-to-play archer march. This is the least common troop type selection. Egypt is a great choice. The heavy-hitting attack buff paired with the rally lead buff is great for high spenders who want to lead archer-only rallies. The 1.5% to building and research may seem small, but it is actually very useful. Imhotep is mid, but that doesn't matter if you are a whale. Korea has some value, but it is quite scattered in terms of purpose. It has a hospital capacity buff, which is good, and the research speed is great. Defense allows for a bit more tankiness on your archers, which can be helpful too. Ilji is mid as well, as most of the early game archer commanders are. He does skill damage, which can be good if built properly. However, if you're spending enough to be an early game archer main, you shouldn't be messing with epic commanders anyway. Maya is the newest civilization added to the game, and is really the definition of mid. The general damage buff is good, but decreased from 5 to 3% to account for it covering all troop types. The best thing this civ offers is the gold gathering speed, which is the most useful resource buff possible. This commander is focused on gathering, which she is decent at. Using her for fighting is not recommended, because for some reason, Lilith is allergic to adding competent epic archer commanders to the game. Britchian is another niche pick. While the troop training buff and the attack buff are pretty good, the ally garrison capacity has very limited usage. Boudica is a fun peacekeeping commander, but there isn't much use for her past that. Longbowmen are a good option for special units. Britain is an uncommon pick, although you may see it among experienced high spenders who just want to mix it up. Some may switch to it mid to late game. Overall, there are better options for archer mains. Ottomans are a strong choice for archer mains looking to increase skill damage output. The march speed is great and very helpful for mobility on the field. The special unit is very strong as well. Anytime you can get a buff to troop health, you should always consider it. Osman is just okay. He has some pairings that work, but he is cavalry, so he doesn't fit the archer main playstyle. You will rarely see him being used in game. Overall, archers are very limited in terms of what the game is willing to give you easily. You either have to grind like crazy or spend your way through the adversity. This is why it's recommended for high spenders. Okay guys, let's do a recap now. Free-to-play should main infantry but can play cavalry. China is the best starting civilization. Sun Tzu, best starting commander. Avoid archers. Low to mid spenders can play infantry and cavalry comfortably, and possibly play archers if they grind enough. You have more options for commanders as they can pair with legendaries you spend on, and you have more civilization options that your spending can account for. China is still the best starting choice for you. For the highest spenders, you can choose whatever you want. Cavalry or archers is recommended, and starting commander won't matter as you will be focusing on strictly legendaries. Still, don't pick Japan. That's all for this guide. I hope this helps you when starting your new Rise of Kingdoms journey. Like, share, and subscribe for more guides and ROK content like this.